What's up? It's Brody. Mr. Vape Famous. Kidding. Relax. Latter Day Vapes. So, today, we're talking about a box mod called the Beck box. If that's what the final name is. It's a prototype. It's a 218-650 in parallel. So 3.7 to 4.2 volts, whatever your battery's charged at. Dual battery box mod. So, first off, it's made of wood. It's soft and warm in your hand, not plastic feeling or something like that. It's a nice, soft, warm touch to it, which I actually enjoy. I don't like, if it's been sitting for a while and you pick up a steel mod, it's cold as shit. But this, it gives that warm, fuzzy feeling. There's two doors. Top door. Top door is what hides all of your components. Your switch, your 510 connection, stuff like that. That usually you don't open unless you need to do some maintenance, which these are fully maintainable. So if you need a new switch or you overthread your 510, something like that, you can work on your own mod. They're all press fit doors, which helps maintain your battery play, so you don't get that battery wobble in there. If you look inside, holds them nice and snug, well fit. Instead of a spring, there's a copper plate with foam underneath it to give it the springy effect, but it gives it better conductivity. I like it. So I have this with my Patriot. Got two Sony VTC4s that are freshly charged. So in theory, I'm pushing 60 amps at 4.2 volts. So this is my Patriot. I'm vaping Endless Clouds Frozen Gummy Bear by Andy. I like a lot of his juices. Sometimes if you go a little low on the ohms, they start to lose their flavor. But if you're rocking 0.20 or somewhere around there, they've got extreme amounts of flavor. And as you heard, this button is a clicker, which I like. It has a stiff spring in it, so it pull click, and it gives you that safety and security to know when you're clicking your button, not just a guessing game. So as you can tell, provides extreme vapor at 60 amps. And the build I have on here is a 26 gauge Bagnet dual parallel microcoil, reading in at 0.16 ohms. A little bit of a vape test right here. Super thick, milky, just raw clouds. And oh man, I didn't bring another mod down here. It's gonna bring a tube mod to show you the difference between the two. Mainly, if you're unfamiliar with box mods and how the advantages work, let's say you take a tube mod. I have a brass El Sigilo by Wu-Tang House of Mods. It's one of my go-to mods. You take that and you put a 30 amp battery in it and you push 30 amps. When your atomizer, when you have a build on there that calls for more than 30 amps, your battery is going to try, but it's going to get extremely hot in the process. So, when you're running dual batteries, such as this, literally, they're cold. Their batteries are cold, they're functioning to a full capability because you have 60 amps of play, so 30 from each. And typically, you're only going to pull 40, 45 amps on a really low build, from my experience. So if you've pulled 130 amps, good for you. Congratulations, you are going to blow your teeth out. But from my experience, you typically pull 35 to 40 amps on a really low hot build. So that's not reaching the 60 amp capacity. And depending on your batteries, sometimes you get the Purple E-Fest, which are allegedly rated at 35, or MREN has new 40 amp batteries, so you could be pulling 70, 80 amps, whenever you choose, as a capacity, a breach limit. That's what you can do. But since this build's only probably pulling 30 to 35 amps, yeah, maybe 35, 36, then you're only pulling 15, about 15 from each battery. Depends on which battery is closer to the terminal. It all depends. So I'm going to vape it a little bit more, and then we'll have a breakdown. Love the power. Love the power. So, as far as they go, they're going to be in the ballpark of $100. You see a lot of box mods out there. People are trying to pump out a homemade box mod, charge $200 for it. Somebody that's making them in an actual woodworking shop, trying to charge $220, $240. If that's what they want to do, that's what they're going to do. Can't stop them from wanting to make a quick few bucks. But Brody Sears, buddy of mine that is making these with his father, he's a vapor for the vapors. Let's just put it that way. He works at a vapor store, and I'm sure he understands the price and the value of a box mod, but at the same time also wants to provide a reliable and affordable alternative to typical box mods, because box mods are in extremely high demand, and when something goes high in demand, it goes high in price. Just like we've seen with the TOBH, right? Oh, what a joke that is. $65 Addy going for $210. Kiss my white ass. Anyways, production. Today is June 22nd, or June 22nd. He told me today over the phone that he's looking at about a week to 2 weeks for full production of available mods. So, what you do is you get on Facebook and you check Brody Sears, send him a direct message and say, bro, I need a box mod. I heard it from VG Clouds. He'll get you taken care of. I'm not sure on the customization of them, whether they're going to be different stains. I know this one is a very, very light stained, if not stained at all. As you can tell, some of the wood is different. Different variations of trees, I guess. You know, those things that grow. Depending on where you live, they may not grow in your backyard, but mine's full of them. But they will be serialized, which is an added benefit to give you that, oh, hey, this is a real deal. He's acting professional about it. Compared to, I've seen other companies, not going to name any names, that don't serialize their box mods, whatever, just because they don't care. They're all individual, right? It is what it is. I hope that there's custom engraving and or custom graphic. So you can have your name engraved down the side, or possibly even get a wrap or a sticker made for your door, or whatever you choose. So this has been another VG Clouds production, I guess you'd say. I'm trying to get rid of that name, but whatever. I guess it's sticking with me. 801 Cloud Chucker crew. That's what's up.